You're watching Triadvisors, and I'm your host, Rob Very. So it's Thursday, that means it's time for Triad Stories. Alright, so this week's Triad story comes from PogoTribe user CrrackTheSkye via private message, and it reads, "We started with the second generation of Triads. Both Matt and me were pretty active on the South Pole of the Moon, so we contacted immediately. Ryan wasn't so active, so we had to contact him via email, but he was also really pumped. We started by having a rather long Skype conversation where we decided our name, what our flag would look like, etc., etc. Then Ryan's cousin passed away, which made him decide he wanted to drop out. However, Matt and I decided to give him some time, as he probably made that decision while he was still shocked by the news, and I know from experience that having something to do can be really helpful. So after about 4 or 5 days, he contacted us saying he wanted to continue. That's when we started thinking about our project. We each had an idea, so we talked about it, and we were able to combine them in 2 projects. One was a uComment team, which would be a team of people who would try to give constructive criticism on as many videos as possible on YouTube. The second project would be a health channel on YouTube. We would each film a segment every week, and then the episodes would air on Sundays. I sent my video in, a little bit too late, but I never heard anything back from Matt, who was supposed to edit them into one video. The exams came closer and closer for me, so I became less active here. And that's about it. Hope this helps. I think it helped. Honestly, I think this is a helpful little email. It's pretty interesting how, even though someone lost a member of their family, that they decided that it was better for them to stick with the Triad, though such an incident is not surprising to cause turmoil within a Triad because that's out of their control. So if you're dealing with something like that, and you stay in the Triad, I mean, kudos to you. It might help your grieving process, it might hurt your grieving process, but, I mean, that can be rough stuff. So, that's, I really like the perseverance there. In any case, that's all I've got for you on that story today. Remember, send your Triad stories to triadvisorshost@gmail.com. I only have a few left, so that means I only have enough left for a couple more weeks. So I really would like to hear your Triad stories. Now again, they don't have to be Triads on the South Pole of the Moon. They don't have to be Triads in any sort of online tribal atmosphere. They can be Triads that, you worked in a group of 3 on a project for school, you worked in a group of 3 doing some community service, or maybe in Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, anything like that. Anything where you worked in a group of 3. That's really all that matters. So send those stories in, and I will anxiously await hearing what you have to say. And remember, if at first you don't succeed, try it again. Today